And we are live. NashvilleLou Live Tournament Edition is on the air. Adjust something here with my microphone. Stand by. More importantly, make sure I have the background music down low enough. Lest I be drowned out by the noise. Hello, friends. It's your buddy Lou Pickney with you here. NashvilleLou Live Tournament Edition with the monthly Brawlers B.E.S.T. Best event. Trying to find out who the best player in Brawlers is. There is a huge, and I mean huge, tournament coming up next month. The culmination of a year-long build. This is Best Tournament 12 of 12. The top 32 finishers. I'm in second place right now overall. The top 32 will get to participate in the big tournament coming up next month with Brawlers. Can't wait to see what's in store for that. Let's take a look at the tournament tree. It's a 59-person field. I've got the number 13 overall seed. So I'm slated to take on Conception Wax, who I don't think I've ever faced before. And so we'll see what happens on that. If I have an opponent, and if so, how it plays out. Biggie Brawler up there at the top. Some of the top performers in the MMR competition, that head-to-head competition, ended up with some first-round buys. Not just a ton of them, but some did, as you can see. There's the bottom half of the field. Buddha is more than due for a big performance in one of these tournaments. Just a matter of time. Okay, nothing yet for my opponent for round one, but the tournament hasn't even begun yet. Another 2 minutes still. Keep in mind, what you're hearing right now is something I've said 5 minutes ago. This is on a 5-minute delay. So please know that and anticipate accordingly. So I'll do my best to communicate. I can type back to you in chat live, so I'll try not to spoil anything. I'll try to make sure I provide the best coverage I can for you. I'm going to post in chat a link to the tourneybot.gg page that Brawlers uses for these tournaments. And these are organized within the Discord for Brawlers, so I have to keep an eye in there. They set up rooms and such. It's best 2 out of 3 as far as the matches go until you reach the semifinal round. So I'm telling my opponent I'm ready to go whenever you are. Ready to begin. I'll change that. All right. So as we hit top of the hour, noon Eastern Standard Time, 1700 UTC. Quick reset. This is NashvilleLou Live Tournament Edition. I'm your host, Lou Pickney. Playing the fun card strategy game Brawlers. These monthly tournaments are a lot of fun. I performed well in some of them. Have yet to actually outright win one, but 3 second place finishes and 3 thirds. So you can see I have the championship belt collection up there, as it were. Although nothing active as far as end-game belts goes. You have to have won or finished top 3 in the most recent tournament to have one of those. Nothing yet from my opponent for round 1. Some people are arriving in the Tyranno Studios. It's in the Tyranno Studios Discord. There's a section for Brawlers, Tyranno being the studio that owns and operates. I'm trying to think of the right terms in video game terms. They're the ones who are running the show. It's their game, Tyranno's. The game is Brawlers. I've had so much fun with this game, and hopefully I'll have a long run in the tournament today. You never know. Could be bounced early. That would be disappointing, but I'll do my best. Now, where it gets interesting is if there's somebody who's late into the mix, because it's the culminations, the sum of the points you've earned in all the different best events, which is why I'm in second place despite not having actually finished first in any of these to date. So another 3 minutes to hear from my opponent. So again, here's the tournament tree. I'm the number 13 seed. There I am. Inception Wax is slated to be my opponent, but nothing yet. But still time. We're still within the time window. But they're relatively, they have to keep the thing going, otherwise this tournament can drag all day. Nobody wants that. There's a lot to keep track of, so between that and the 5-minute delay on what I say and what you hear, I'll do my best to communicate, but there are some inherent challenges with doing it this way. My next broadcast will be tomorrow, Monday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1900 UTC. Back with Warsaken Blitz. There's still the Warsaken stream that I was part of beginning on Friday. They kept it going with the stream, at least the last check. Started with Quadrell. So we'll have a reaction from that. Many thanks to Warsaken for its tremendous generosity with that as well. But we're here to talk Brawlers right now, the Brawlers tournament. So it's best 2 out of 3 falls, to put it in pro wrestling parlance, until you reach the semifinal round, in which case it's best 3 out of 5. I have rallied from down 0-2 to win a semifinal, but it's not easy. You really don't want to put yourself in that predicament if you can help it. But it's helped me out in the past, is my point. Another minute still to go, and keep in mind, 5-minute delay here with this. Okay, we've hit 5 past the hour. Nothing from my opponent. Let's see, I think Mike said to ping him. The opponent. And again, if somebody shows up like right now, I don't want to have to slam the door, but we do have a tournament to have. Okay, thank you. So we'll be advanced to the next round. So there's the first result, and that's per Mike Rubinelli, man in charge. I appreciate the work that Mike does with these monthly tournaments. They're so much fun. And so now I await the winner between Stodds and STRWD. So I'm on to round 2. And I imagine we'll see some others advance as well. I should probably, while I have a moment, let's see. Well, it says results. Okay, good. Posting the results there. So I guess still have a moment or two, which is actually going to be helpful because I can go into stream elements. Add a note to the, which I'm still getting used to using the whole timers thing, but it's actually very helpful. A lot better than me just being stubborn and not getting around to actually figuring it out. Although part of that was me having to figure out which one of the many different bot options. Tried MooBot, tried Streamlabs. It gets confusing, something with stream in the name. Stream Elements, Streamlabs. Stream Elements, though, is what I'm going with. I'm a fan of what they have. And so I'll just make one for today. Okay, so we'll see how this works. Actually, while I'm at it, post a link to the tournament as well to have stream elements handled for me. So we'll see how this turns out here in chat. So I've advanced via walkover to round 2. So I'm on to the round of 32. In this Brawlers B.E.S.T tournament event. I know it says registration open on the slate. That was when I was putting it together. So okay, we'll go with what we have at this moment. There's a look at the tournament tree. So those advancing include Dark Magician 96, I Like Aliens, Bubacito, Richter, Just Mike, yours truly, Lou Pickney playing as NashvilleLou. But you already knew that. 9-7 Viral has advanced. I'm sure that you see what I'm seeing. It's tough for me to read the smaller sized font and the interacting with tournament tree pop-up, but if I pull it up in a browser window, different matter. I can actually read it better here, so. Making sure, though, that what I'm saying is what you can see. From there, Average Casual Gamer is advanced past Mr. Clean. ACG, the number 18 seed. Be sure to check out Average Casual Gamer. Tuesdays and Thursdays, evening time U.S. Actually, 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, midnight Eastern Standard Time. There we go. If you like Brawlers, if you like just check it out. So I'm trying to make some sort of comparison. Who can I compare to Average Casual Gamer, ACG? He's got some really creative art designs. Been interesting to see some of his work with that. But he does a lot of live streaming as far as with Brawlers and MMR matches. When the time is right, I'll return to doing that. We're going to have a lot of fun with it, I predict. Let me peek back in here, make sure I'm not missing anything. All right, so we're good for the moment. It's kind of tough for me trying to maneuver in this. Well, okay, I don't have to scroll any further down. Trying to handle a lot of variables at once here, making sure I'm not overlooking an important message in Discord, making sure that what I'm talking about is what you actually see on screen as far as the tournament tree goes. I'm on to the second round via walkover. Talking about ACG, that's where I paused to give ACG, Average Casual Gamer, a shout out. Also advancing from round one, Ilea, number 7 seed. Also Brawlin, BRWLIN, who is seeded at number 39, but if that's the same Brawlin with the exclamation point that I've run across from time to time, and MMR competition, not an easy opponent there for Ilea. Mr. 100 has advanced. Might end up getting Deadly Buddha, also known as Deadly Diamond, who's the number 10 seed. So that would be a tough battle there for Mr. 100. Faulkner has advanced to take on Koi Fish in the second round. Again, Faulkner a 35 seed, but that's misleading. In some of those Blue Mint tournaments, I know Faulkner has performed well. Also advancing Raj SZ. So Patang is out. I guess Patang no-showed. Lou fan advances. Mace Massacre. Oh, there's a spotlight round 2 matchup right there. Lou fan taking on Mace. Down at the bottom of the bracket. So I've got Stream Elements set up to remind everybody I'm on a 5-minute delay and also to post the link in chat to the tournament bracket. That's a live bracket, so if for some reason I were to get bounced or I were to advance, either way, you might see it on the bracket before you see it on my live stream, but I'm not sure how fast that would be. And anyway, just something to keep in mind with that. Slate back up for a moment. It's doing the link to the tournament bracket thing real fast, but it's not posting the thing that I posted or supposed to be about the 5-minute delay. So let me see. Oh, okay, I see the problem here. Defaulted to the 5-line gimmick. There we go. Those Stream Elements will be putting information out there on a pretty regular clip. Trying to keep people informed. So I'm on to round 2. Advanced to be a walkover. So right now, I'm waiting to see who my second round opponent's going to be. It's either Stodds or STRWD. I played both of them before. Both are good players, so It won't be easy either way. If I were to advance to the third round, round of 16, I would face the winner between Just Mike and Mellow Jello. Mellow Jello has a way of having my number, at least in the past. We've battled. More often than not, as I recall, Mellow Jello's gotten the win. And there's a reason Mellow Jello's number 4 overall seed. I'm in at 13. There's a lot of talent in this tournament. As you'd expect, this brings out the best and the brightest in Brawlers. And this is the last chance for somebody that's trying to play their way into that big tournament coming up next month. You got a 1-year build. My kind of storyline. Especially when I get to be involved with it. 'Cause I'm number 2 as far as the points go. And I'm not sure how the actual... It's going to be 32 people involved, and I'm not sure how it's going to work. They've not revealed that information. But... should be interesting. It won't be easy. That part I know. The Brawlers B.E.S.T November 2023 tournament event. So I'm still waiting to see who my opponent will be. Kind of tough to fit everything on screen that you want to have with this, but let's give you a pretty good look at it. At least there's the top part. That's the page down. There's the bottom. I'm trying to see any noteworthy or otherwise notable, not omissions, but people that might have not advanced we would have expected to. Talked about Patang. That's tough for Patang being, what was it, the 6th seed? And apparently missing the time window for the check-in. So right now, Stods and STRWD are facing off in a best 2 out of 3 falls round 1 matchup. The winner advances to face me in round 2. That's what I'm looking at here at the moment. Oh, you see the bottom part of the screen. I'll flip back up to the top there right now. So right now I'm waiting to find out who the winner is going to be between Stodds and STRWD. And I know it says like 3-1 or 3-0, but that's just, with a lot of those are the walkovers, they were just putting in numbers. I want to think there was some sort of issue with this hosting setup here where it can't handle it, like switching the number of games in a given round. So maybe they started with the high numbers this time. I don't know. Really, the more important part is just seeing who advanced. At the moment, nothing yet between Stodds and STRWD. So the way it's looking in this top part of the bracket for round 2, Biggie Brawler be taking on Go Peril. Biggie, the number 1 overall seed. Biggie, a really good player. Not surprisingly, they're at the number 1 spot. Dark Magician 96 faces I Like Aliens. That's the 16-17 matchup. Bubasito, the 8th seed, awaits the winner between AKG, KHN, and 0XUS URPER, or OX Usurper. I'm not sure with some of these names, trying to read them cold like this, sometimes a bit of a challenge, at least for me. Brichter and Krish, that's an interesting matchup for round 2. Brichter's really tough, but Krish is an excellent player as well. Peek back to make sure that I'm not reading beyond the point where you can see it. Okay, well, the next room's ready, it looks like. STRWD, all right, hello. You have to constantly keep your head on a swivel, but it kind of feels that way. So anyway, so STRWD is on to the second round to face me. Whoa, that's not what I bring up there. That's the slate, that is what I wanted, but I was going to... We'll just go with it like this. All right, so let me communicate here with... So I guess I'll provide the code. If you're ready. Because I have to provide the code, I don't want this to... In the odd chance there was some sort of... Supposed to pull a rib on me. No thanks. We'll bring the slate up, so I'll... Because it has to generate a code here, which means it'll pop up on screen. Now, I'm on a 5-minute delay, though, so okay, that's really a... It's not something I do on a daily basis to broadcast on with such any sort of delay, but especially a 5-minute one. And my instincts get a bit thrown off. So that's a host code, and I'll go ahead and type this into STRWD. Double and triple check this. It's lowercase, so I have the letters right. So again, I broadcast on a 5-minute delay. Maybe I should tune down the... It seems like Stream Elements really likes to talk about that, apparently. I did tell it every minute, all right? So probably I can tone that down just a bit. We're connected here in just a moment with STRWD. Yeah, boosted my audio up a little bit. It's a tough thing. I'm trying not to get the microphone to peak. I don't want that to happen. But I don't want to drown myself out either, but I also don't want to have, like, audio you really can't hear with any music. It's ongoing challenge with live streaming. And yet I love it. It's much, it's great fun. And here we go. This is a round 2 matchup. This is best 2 out of 3. I got to turn on the crowd's hot. Round 1. We'll go 4-5. Against a 5. I tend to think seldom flex, seldom fold. In round 1. Let's challenge it. Bet of 1. Bet of 3. So if I'm wrong, I take 3 points of damage. This is insurance against this being 5-1 or 5-3. So let's see. 5-6. All right. So STRWD. You got to put your name in there, buddy. This is tournament time. You got to be repping. Round 2, 25-22. My opponent has the lead. I'm going to throw out a 4-1 flex. I'll probably fold it. We'll see, though. Against a 2 or a 4, maybe I'll go in with it. A 1 or a 3. Sometimes people get aggressive with those. Against a 3, I don't think that's going to get folded. So I'm going to fold this right here. When you fold in Brawlers, you get an extra card for the next round. 3 showing. Bet a 3. 3-7. 2 points of damage delivered. Winning with a 3 play. Boost the power meter from a 2 to a 5 for the next round. That's what I was trying for that. It's seemingly improbable. It's every now and then it works. 4-1 flex. Round 3. 25-20. So power meter of 5 over there. Let's try to reset that power meter. 8 and 8. 7. Let's see. You can at least get a bet of 1 here from STRWD. Bet of 3. It's going to reset the power meter. 8 and 8 beats 7 and anything. Eight 8 beats 7-8. My goodness. So it's a 22-20 lead for my opponent, but that power meter getting reset. Pretty big. 3 cards over there, 4 cards for me. I'll go with a 5-3 flex. Let's see. Against a 4. Hope that's a fold. Bet of 2. It's a fold. All right. So the flex doubles the damage from my power meter there in the turn. Winning with a 3 play boost my power meter from a 2 to a 5. So I lead 20-18. Off the fold, STRWD is now to 4 cards just like me. I'll throw a 5-1 flex. This will likely be a fold. I've got the big power meter to protect. Against a 4. I don't think the risk reward is worth it here. So I'll fold to get to 5 cards for the next round. Bet of 3 from STRWD. 4-7. 1 point of damage. Cuts my lead to 19-18. Off the fold, 5 cards for me, 4 cards for my opponent. Seven, 8. Against a 5. Let's go with a bet of 2. See what happens. Bet of 3. Even better. This will deliver 15 points of damage to my opponent. Break out Mace in your face. 7-8 beats the 5-7. That is Mace in your face. Round 7. Okay, 7-8 here. I've got a power meter of 6, only 3 health points. Unless I run into 8-8, I'll get the win right here. Bet a 3, lock it in. And I'll take match 1. Best 2 out of 3 falls here in round 2 against STRWD. Well, think of it a flex as a rib. 7-8, that's the game. That's the match. Watch this landing here on the spikes. Wait for it. Go! Death Valley driver. All right, good game, STRWD. So I'll win match number 1, take a 1-0 lead in this best of 3 round 2. But continue. So I lead 1-0. Take a quick look. The very latest as far as the tournament tree goes. I really don't have much time to look at it myself, but just for you to see it there. And the link is showing up in a pretty steady clip there in chat. May have to rethink that as far as how frequently I have that going, but for now, I'll leave well enough alone. Have other things to worry about. So I've got a new code here. I'm going to type over to STRWD. This is on a 5-minute delay. This is the November. Well, this won't scroll up for me. Okay, never mind that. So I've sent the code to STRWD. I lead 1-0. In round 2. The winner of this round 2 matchup gets the winner between Mellow Jello and Just Mike. Be a round 3 matchup, a round of 16. Here we go. I didn't switch out my Brawler. I kept in the same one. Getting rusty again. Pretty nice options to start with. We'll go 6-7. Against a 4, so I've got the round for sure. I'd prefer to keep my opponent from folding if at all possible. Bet one. It's a fold. All right. So it's only 1 point of damage delivered. Lead 25-24. My power meter moves to 2, but by folding, STRWD gets an extra card. All part of the great balance of Brawlers. See where it says discards down here. Well, it doesn't reshuffle that shared deck of 32 until you've had up to 9 discards. I've got to go strong with it here, 8-8. It's going to look like a kind of a zany move, I know, against a 3, but this might get challenged. Bet a 3. Let's see if it looks like this is a flex for me. Nope. Laid it down. So the 8-8 looks nice and all. That's only 2 points of damage. And that's now 5 cards for STRWD heading to round 3. It's kind of tough to get an 8-8 and 2. I think 2-8 just feels like such a waste. It'd be a nice time to catch my opponent on a flex with a 3-3, wouldn't it? I think it's worth the risk. You look up the higher power meter. Let's see. Bet a 1. Bet a 3. That wasn't a bet of 1 trap. So if I'm wrong, I take 3 points of damage. It resets my power meter. If I'm right, I win with a pair of 3s, and it's a huge power meter boost. Let's see. What do we have? 6-7. All right. So it didn't work out there. We're just going to reset my power meter. We tied at 22. Power meter moves to 2 for my opponent, who's got 5 cards. I only have 3. There was some risk to it there for me, but well, I went with it. So 5 cards over there, 3 cards for me. I could use a discard at some point, but 6-3 flex. Let's see what I'm up against. Against a 4. I think it's a probable fold. Let's find out. Let's go bet 3. Fold. All right, it worked. So the 6-3 flex delivers 2 points of damage. I now lead 22-20. By folding, my opponent's now at 6 cards. I only have 3. That's very important, but I've got a power meter of 4. And look at this. Got to go with it. You got to play the strong cards here. 7-8. Against a 5, I anticipate a full discard here for my opponent. Maybe not. So we'll go bet of 2. Let's see. Bet of 3. It worked. My plan works. This will deliver 12 points of damage. This time we'll show off some steel justice. 7-8 beats the 5-7. Chair shot time. I lead 22-8. I lead 1-0 in this best of 3 round 2 matchup. In this Brawlers November 2023 best event. 6 cards over there. Now finally, pair of 2s. Against a 4. A fold. This could be a double fold here. No bet of 3. Is it a flex? It's also a possibility. No, 4-5. Okay, I'm happy to see that. Just a 1 point of damage. I'll be up to 4 cards for the next round. I've got a power meter of 5, but still 8 points over there for STRWD, so not a lock. Especially considering the card differential there. 4 and 4, I'll probably fold this. It's to 5, I will. So I'm now to 5 cards for the next round. This could be a flex. We'll see. Bet of 3. 5 showing. 5-7, not a flex. All right. So I like to see. 19-8. Still have the lead. Got my power meter of 5, protected by the fold. Now I'm up to 5 cards here for this next round. I'm hoping my opponent's going to want to have some sort of a... I was hoping for a full discard. 8-7 to win like that. It'd be crazy. Oh, it's just 7-8. Let's go with it. Against a 5. Bet up tier here. Teasing where if it's a flex, they'd be going for a walk-off flex. I'm guessing full discard. We'll see. Nope, bet of 3. So I'm going to win right here and advance in the tournament. Seven 8 beats the 5-7. That's the match. All right, good game, STRWD. Special thanks to Carl Casey at Whitebat Audio, who makes much of the great background music that I use in my live streams. Full song attribution information. Just check out NashvilleLou.com/music. Bring the slate back up for a moment. We'll get an update here in just a second with the tournament tree. So there's not a winner yet between Mellow Jello and Just Mike. But I'll face the winner out of that matchup in round 3. As you can see there, interesting results coming in, including Brawlin, victorious over Ilea. Take on Deadly Diamond, also known as Deadly Buddha, who was victorious over Mr. 100. Lou Fan advances past Mace Massacre. Mace is really good, so. Then again, so is Lou Fan. I've said this many times before. I'm not even one of the 2 best people named Lou who play this game. Lou Fan and Lou Fack typically get more wins against me than vice versa. So for the moment, I await information on who my next opponent is going to be. Was victorious in 2 straight falls over Stroud or STRWD to make it to round 3. So whoever wins, whether it's me or whoever comes out between Mellow Jello and Just Mike, the winner out of that faces the winner between Equalizer, who's right now taking on 97 Viral. The winner there between Lufak and Schnappy. So some tough competition there. Awaiting whoever comes out into what would be a round 4 matchup. Which will be the quarterfinal round. I'm going to off microphone for just a moment. I'll leave it just as it is. Back in just a second. Okay, back on headset. I'm not sure if it reflects it on screen yet or not, but I've advanced to the next round to take on Mellow Jello. Mellow Jello is going to be a tough opponent. Always is with Mellow. Let's see. So Mellow's going to have the code for me here in just a moment, it looks like. So this is NashvilleLou Live. I'm your host, Lou Pickney. In the November 2023 B.E.S.T tournament event, the monthly tournament for Brawlers. Seems a lot of fun. And because I'll forget otherwise, we'll go ahead and switch to the next loadout. At least show off a little bit of variety. So I've got the code for Mellow Jello. All right, here we go, taking on Mellow Jello. This is match number one, best 2 out of 3 falls here in the third round. From the round of 16. Go 3-5 to start, against a 3. 3-6 or higher would beat me. 3-5 would be a push, I'd beat anything else. Bet of 1. Bet of 3 by Mellow Jello, I'll call it. Let's see, what do we have? .38, the E special. 3 points of damage delivered. Mellow Jello takes a 25-22 lead. Winning with a 3 plays big. Boost the power meter from a 1 to a 4. Round 2. I think 8-1 would get called here. I really do. I'll go 1-2. I may have to fold it. Against a 5. I mean, this could be a flex, but if I challenge that and I'm wrong, that's a big miss. All right, so I won't challenge it. I'll fold to get to 4 cards for the next round. Bet of 3, Mellow Jello 5 showing. $5-8. 4 points of damage delivered. By folding, get an extra card for the next round. Mellow Jello gets a 1-point boost to the power meter.
Oh my.
Mellow leads 25-18. This is match 1, best 2 out of 3 falls. The round of 16. $5-1 flex. Against a 3. Mellow's got that power meter to protect. Let's go bet of 1, see what happens. Oh no, bet of 1. Oh no. 3-5. Oof. The non-flexing hand beats the flexing hand. I'm not in a good spot here. 25-13. Oh my goodness. Mellow hadn't even folded yet. $5-3 flex against a 5. This time with Mellow. Let's go bet of 1. Let's try it again. Bet of 2. If it's a flex and I fold, that's the game. But I've got a flex. Oh, I'm going to fold. $5-8. 8 points of damage. 25-5 is the lead. Mellow hasn't had to fold yet. But off the fold, I've got 5 cards. I got a power meter of 1. Now, Mellow has to be somewhat careful here, so I do have still the 5. $6-1 flex. If I'm going to do this, it has to be in multiple pieces. I'm hoping Mello folds here. Bet a 3. Fold, it worked. Okay. So that's part 1. 2 points of damage. Cuts the lead to 23-5. A gigantic power meter at 9 over there is still looming. But it boosts my power meter to a 4, winning with a 1 play. 4 cards from Mellow Jello, 5 cards for me. Of course, opportune time to drop the bottle or the cap to my water bottle here. 6-7. I might regret not going 7-8 here, although if I'd been 7-8 against 7-8, I'd be dead anyway. If I fold and it's not a fold by Mello, then that would be the game. Bet of 1, bet of 3 by Mellow Jello. This will probably be it right here. But again, if that was 7-8 anyway, then so be it. If it's 7-7 that beats me, then what could have been? But then Mello probably doesn't go in bet of 3 against that. But maybe, I don't know. Let's see. 7-8. All right. So I would have been done in regardless. Mello. I told you Mello's tough. All right, so Mellow Jello takes a 1-0 lead. So this is best 2 out of 3 falls here. Lost that first match very quickly. Can I get to 100 wins? Let's see. Can I get to the quarterfinal round? Let's see. I have to win 2 in a row or else I'm out. Just the briefest of looks at the tournament tree. All right. Connect code for Mellow Jello will get this second match going here in just a moment. And again, I forgot to change my brawler. Alas. All right, so I'm down 1-0 here in this third round matchup. This round of 16 against Mellow Jello. Winner advances to the quarterfinals. Start as strong as I can here, 4-7 against a 1. I bet Mello will come in at least for a bet of 1 here. Maybe not, but I think so. Nope, fold. Tell you, Mello's good. 1 point of damage. So I've got an early 25-24 lead, but Mello with a fold with 4 cards for the next round. Let's go strong with it. 7-8 against a 3. Bet a 3. Let's see if Mello chases. Bet of 1 by Mellow Jello, who can call my bet of 3 or fold. It's a fold. That's a heck of a laydown there by Mellow Jello. It would only been 6 points of damage if that had been Mello calling me there. The risk of getting hit with 6 on a flex. All right, 1-2. It's to 5, I'll fold. So I'll be at 4 cards for the next round. Bet a 3, Mellow Jello, 5 showing. Five 3 flex. So I was afraid of. So I lead 23-22, but his power meter 4 for Mellow Jello, who's got 5 cards. Although off the fold, I've got 4. As we head to round 4. $3-8, the E special. See if I can pull it off. Against a 4. I'd lose to 4-8, 4-7 to be a push. Beat anything else. Let's go bet of 1. Let's see. Fold. Wow, Mello laid it down. And he wouldn't lay down 4-8, so as usual, Mello Jello, really good instincts. At least against me, 3 points of damage. I mean, I've always had a tough time against Mello. Just a really good player. 23-19. I got a power meter of 6, but what, I have 6 cards over there. I got 4. Still at a 5-1 flex. Let's see. This could be a full discard that Mello's going for here. Now, against the 6, I'm not going to chance it. I'll fold. But it wasn't Mello, so I don't think it's a flex. (6-8). 4 points of damage. We're tied at 19. Mello leads 1-0 in this best of 3. Round of 16 matchup. So if I want to advance in the tournament, I have to win this and the next match. Otherwise, I'm out. All right, let's do it. 7-8. I was thinking going lower with it. Nope. Against the 6. Okay. Let's see if I can reset the power meter. Bet of 1. Bet of 1. It worked. That's going to reset that power meter of 5. 7-8 beats the 6-8. (19-13). I've got a power meter of 7. If I flex and Mello folds, that's the game. That would be a huge risk. Whatever. So I'm actually going to throw it out there 6-4, but I'll probably fold. Try to get to 6 cards. Let's do it. Bet of 2. Fold, it worked. It worked. So I'm going to win game 2. The walk-off flex. So that's the match. Good game, Mello Jello. So victorious there. That's win number 100 since the last reset. I had hundreds more from well back. That's from the prior time. But for now, win number 100. Hip hip hooray and all, but more importantly, now we're going to a third deciding game here in just a moment. So we're tied at 1. It's going to come down to this third and deciding match. NashvilleLou Live. This is Brawlers. In the November 2023 B.E.S.T tournament event. Folks land that really cool card back from the last event. Get the code here from Mello Jello. Thank you. Here we go. Match 3 of 3 in the round of 16 against the number 4 seed, Mello Jello. I'm the number 16 seed, NashvilleLou. Let's start as strong as we can here. Or I could go like 6-1. We're real crazy with it. I never do it that way, though. 5-6. Against a 6. Okay, I'll fold it here. Bet of 3, Mello Jello. Is it a flex? Nope, 6-7. I have a seldom flex, seldom fold in round 1 approach, but seldom's not the same as never. 1-1. This would be a huge play if I could catch Mello on a flex, but against a 3. I mean, this could be a 3-1, the darkest of hands, the most cynical of hands, but I'll fold. Get to 5 cards. Bet a 3, Mello, 3 showing. 3-2 flex. Well, it's better than a 3-1, but wow, just think I would have challenged that. Good play there by Mello Jello. I tell you, Mello's tough. It's not going to be easy for me here, even that. Still the reality of that power meter of 5 over there. 7-8. Against a 4. Probable fold here. Bet a 1. Yep, fold. So it's 1 point of damage, 24-20. By folding, Mello now has 4 cards. I'll have 5. Power meter of 2 for round 4. Six-3 flex. Or do I go, 6-3 flex. No, I did it backward. Oh, no. 6-8. Okay, Yee special. Late adjustment against a 5. Oh, I missed. I'm going in with it. Bet a 1. Bet a 2. If I'm wrong and I call here, and that's 5, well, let's just see what happens. That could be like a 5-6. Could be a push. Bet a 2. Let's find out right now. 5-6. Oh, it is a push. So I deliver 4 points of damage, but I'm taking 10. So Mello knew at worst to be a push there. It does reset the power meter. So there's that. But I'm down 20-10. 4 cards for Mello. 5 cards for me. 6-7. Against a 4. So I've got the round for shores. I'm guessing Mello will fold here. Maybe not. Bet a 1. Fold. All right. So I'll cut the lead slightly. 19-10. Power meter 2 for me. But that fold for Mello puts us both at 5 cards here for round 6. $7-1 flex against a 1. Would Mello challenge me here? Bet a 3. Bet a 1 by Mello. Who can call my bet a 3. If it was a call, oh no, I got called. So Mello's got this round. Non-flexing hand beats the flexing hand. The pair of 1s, my goodness. The Cyclone Punch. Difference right here in the game. Mello went with a pair of 1s against a flex. I went with a pair of 1s and folded them against what ended up being a flex. So I'm in a bad spot here. 19-7. Power meter of 6, though. By 3 flex. It's the 7. I got to fold it. If that's a flex by Mello, that's the game. 7 showing. 7-8. I'm down to 1 health point. 19-1. I'm in a really bad spot here. Mello just outplay me here in this third game. The thing is, when your opponent's down to 1 health point, you can just, it doesn't matter what your power meter is. Got to go with the big stuff right here. Bet a 3. See if Mello, because again, 1 health point, that power meter gets reset. What's the big deal to Mello? It's a call, so we'll have that. 16-1, but that's so it's a power meter reset there, but it doesn't matter what the power meter is. I only have that 1 health point. This might be it right here. 5-6, the best I'm able to do. I could go away. You know that's not true. 6-1. Against the 1. Mello goes in and calls me here, and that's it anyway. If not, hope it's a fold. Let's see. Bet a 3. Fold. All right. So it's a 12-1 game. Power meter 5 for me, so I can't get a walk-off flex here. 6-6. This might be it. This might be like 7-8 or 8-8. Shows up and just slaps me in the face. Well, now, what'd I just say? So I'm guessing Melo's going to get the win right here. We'll go bet a 3, but this is probably where the story ends for me here in this tournament. Bet a 3 Melo. Unless it's the flex. There's not a flex there, is it? Highly unlikely. Oh, 7-8. That's the match. Melo wins. Melo advances in the tournament. I'm wishing Melo good luck in the rest of the tournament. Look, I don't like losing. Nobody does. But if I have to lose, let it be against a quality opponent. Melo Jello, like I've said more often than not, has outplayed me. And we've gone head-to-head. I wasn't happy seeing Melo in there at the 4 spot. But there's a lot. I mean, I wasn't going to be happy with anybody up in there. Some really good talent in this tournament. So I'm going to have some losers bracket matches. So I'll have some opportunities to potentially maybe fight my way in for a 9th or 10th place finish. So there's a look at the tournament tree, the top part of it. All right, so we're going to be setting things up for the losers bracket here relatively soon. I'll make sure I keep a close eye on that. So that's the top part of the tournament we're looking at right now. Let me scroll down, show you the bottom part. Appreciate y'all taking the time to watch a broadcast of this Brawlers tournament. Unfortunately for me, I'm out as far as the regular tournament goes, and see what I can do. Try and chip my way to things, as it were, with the losers bracket. As far as the quarterfinals are lining up, some of that's still being figured out. It would be interesting if it's Deadly Diamond, also known as Deadly Buddha, taking on Buddha, the 2 seed. We'll see about that. So Melo Jello victorious over me. Melo Jello is on to the quarterfinal round. All right, so Mike's informed me that we're waiting on my opponent. I'm not sure offhand who it's going to be for me here in the losers bracket, but we'll get it figured out here in just a moment. Right now, I'll have the slate up. So congratulations to Schnappy for making it to the quarterfinals. Schnappy taking on Mellow Jello. Biggie Brawler advanced past Go Peril. So Biggie gets Dark Magician 96 in a round of 16 matchup. And sometimes it takes a little longer than others with some of these particular pairings. And Bubba Sitto and Krish battling. Trying to find out who the other two in that top half of the quarterfinal will be. Bottom half filling in a bit with Deadly Diamond, also known as Deadly Buddha. Awaiting the winner between Buddha and Jerdamic. Raj SZ with a win over Lou fans. So Raj SZ, congratulations, making it to the quarterfinals. Lou fans really tough. So Raj SZ awaits the winner between Faulkner and Blockchain Pain. Well, that's the way it's looking right now as far as the tournament tree goes. Okay, so I'm taking on VYRAL. Okay. I think it's a little more informal with these losers bracket matchups. I think I just throw it out in Discord chat. So whatever the case, we'll get a look at it. Losers bracket. That's, I mean, look in the Discord. Please don't ask me for explanations of this stuff, because some of this gets a little bit weird when it comes to Discord. Discord and a tournament tree that I've never operated before. And this, it's more of an informal thing that they have. It's a lot to have to handle at once, so I appreciate the hard work. Okay, so a code's been sent to me. And I'll show off the Naughty Scotty. Maybe I can show off a choke slam. We'll find out. Thanks to everybody taking the time to check it out. Oh, come on. Don't be posting these GIFs or GIFs or whatever. One of my biggest annoyances when there's important information and people post nonsense in there. Oh, it grates on me. Anyway. So I got the connect code typed in. Here we go. And there's nice sort of 2 out of 3 with this. This is one fall to a finish. I'm trying to get a top 10 finish. Trying to figure out who 9th and 10th place will be. That's a part of it. So taking on Viral, VYRAL. I don't think I've ever played before. Got the Scotty Wide-Eye, that exclusive. From Amazon Prime Gaming. Oh, at least a bet of 1. Let's see. Bet of 3. I'm saying this is a flex. I'm saying that second card's lower than a 7. I'm going to challenge it here. Bet of 3. 7-8. Okay, that was legit. Should have gone 8-8, as it turns out. I tend to think seldom flex, seldom fold in round 1. 25-22. Viral with the early lead. 3 cards apiece for round 2. Let's go for the Yee special, the 3-8. It's to 5. I'd beat 5-5. 5-6 would be a push. I'd lose to anything else. I'd beat anything lower. Bet of 1. Bet of 1. Let's see. What do we have? 5-6. We tie the round. I deliver 1 point of damage. I will receive 2. Remember, the power meter is what determines the damage dealt out in a given round of Brawlers. Round 3. I trail 24-20. Let's go 5-6. I'll fold. Bet a 3 viral. 6 showing instead of flex. Will I regret folding? Six, 8. See what you said there, Wax Wolves, about facing Biggie. Biggie's really good. No shame in losing a Biggie Brawler. Round 4, 24-19. 3 cards for my opponent, 4 cards for me. Really 4 and 4 here. Against the 6, I'll fold, and they'll put me at 5 cards for the next round. Viral, 6 showing, bet a 3. 6-1 flex, well-timed flex. The flex doubles the damage dealt in the moment, winning with a 1-plate boost the power meter from a 2 to a 5. Seven, 3 flex. Against a 4. I'm hoping that's a fold here for my opponent. Bet a 2. Fold. All right, it worked. So it's just 2 points of damage delivered, but winning with a 3-play boosts my power meter from a 1 to a 4. I'm sitting on a pair of 8s. There's a reason if I had this delay. Certain tactical decisions to get out. Round 6. All right. Let's do it. 8 and 8. See if we can reset that power meter. Against a 5. Probably not. Maybe a better one. Maybe. Nope, fold. All right. So 4 points of damage delivered. Cuts the lead to 18-15. We're both at a power meter of 5. Off the fold, viral with 5 cards, just like me. Four, 5. Against a 5. I'll fold. So I'll be to 6 cards for the next round. Viral. 5 showing. Power meter of 5. Bet a 3. 5-7, 5-8, 5-6. Well, unless I would have had 4-8, even if it would have been 4-7, that would have been enough to beat me right there if I would have gone into the bet of 3. So. All right. 5 cards for viral, 6 cards for me. Six, 3 flex. Against a 2. Let's go bet a 3. If I get called and it's not a... Who would call with a 2-1? If it's not a flex and I get called, that's the match. Bet a 3. Open for the fold here. Fold. All right. Got it. Steal just this time. 10 points of damage. Gonna boost my power meter to an 8. Eight and 8. So I'm going to get the win right here. Against the 7. Bet a 3. Confirm. Lock it in. Okay. Eight 8 beats the 7-1 flex. That's the match. And the flower at the end. That's the match. Good game, Viral. So I advance to the next round of the losers bracket. So I'll find out here in a moment who my next opponent will be in the losers bracket. Bring the slate back up for just a second. Take just the briefest of looks at the tournament tree. It stands right now, still things getting filled in as far as the quarterfinals go. So Krish is on to the quarterfinals. Congratulations to Krish. Advancing past Bubba Sitta. So we know 3 of the 4 the quarterfinalists in this top half of the bracket, looking at the bottom part, also filled in. So Jerdemic victorious over Buddha. The number 2 seed, Buddha, is out. So Jerdemic faces Deadly Diamond, also known as Deadly Buddha. In a quarterfinal matchup, Blockchain Pain got the win over Faulkner, so Blockchain Pain facing Raj SZ. That's a look at how things look in the full tournament there. So it appears I'm going to take on Brawlin here in a moment. So Brawlin beat Lou Fan. Lou Fan's really good, as noted. So again, so is Brawlin. We played a number of times. So we'll be facing off here whenever they tell me to go ahead and get that going. Trying to figure out who's going to get a 9th or 10th place finish. So if I beat Brawlin, I'll get at least a top 10 finish. Maybe a 9th as well. So we'll see. Faulkner against Buddha on the other side of the losers bracket. And Bubba Sitta will face somebody over there as well. So that's what we're looking at. Okay. I'll go ahead. Let me make sure in the moment or two I looked away that there wasn't a new code posted for my opponent. Let's see. OX Usurper, thank you for the follow. Thank you. Greatly appreciated. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you. We'll have at least one more match here. So I've sent the code over to Brawlin. So let's see. OX Usurper. So you took on Bubba Sitta, huh? That was what, round 2? I might be saying the name wrong. I'm not sure. B-U-B-I-S-I-T-O. Babasito. Anyway, so it's tough, though. You get bounced around, too. But there's a lot of tough competition in these tournaments, you know. So hopefully we'll get the connection made here with Brawlin in just a moment or two. So if I win against Brawlin, it's just one fall to a finish. But if I win that, then I'll secure at least a top 10 finish in the tournament. And many thanks to Tyranno Studios and Brawlers for hosting this tournament. Free entry for this. We've got some great prizes. I'm not sure where Brawlin is, but we'll get this going here in a moment. It's a little bit, it's not quite as go as the main tournament because there's just one fall to a finish with the losers bracket. But hopefully we'll get this going here in a moment or two. My next broadcast will be tomorrow with Warsaken Blitz live player versus player competition. That gets started at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So 2 p.m. Eastern, 1900 UTC. The next broadcast here on NashvilleLou Live. We're not finished with this one yet. Gotta see if I can finish top 10. So hopefully Brawlin will be ready to go here. I sent that code 3 minutes ago. And if somebody needs to step away for a moment, I understand it. It's the losers bracket. We get to wait a minute. Doing my best to catch up with New Japan Pro Wrestling. They've got their World Tag League going on right now. They finally updated New Japan World, the paid streaming service for New Japan Pro Wrestling, to 1080p HD. When they launched in 2014, they weren't even at 720p, and they never were until now. Like, they were below industry standards when they launched. That was 9 years ago. Or just shy of, like, to the day 9 years ago. I guess it was December of 2014. It was the most maddening thing. Everything else they put out, whether it was on Access TV, their YouTube channel, even this thing they had on Roku for a bit, this is higher quality than the paid streaming service. It just made no sense to me whatsoever. And finally, they have it now where it's finally up to snuff. At least it was recorded in the higher quality. That's a part of it. Okay, I'm going to need to get something from Brawlin here. We're going to... So I will start to get impatient. She's starting to cut my NFL time. And that's not something I do just for fun. I've got an NFL draft website I run. So it's to get me on a Sunday during the NFL season. You got to really entice me. You got to really lay it out there with something good. And this tournament does. And I can only imagine what next month's tournament is going to entail. That's the big one. A 1-year build to get to that point. 12 of these B.E.S.T tournament events, these monthly events going back to December of last year. So you know that culmination's going to be something really big. All right, Brawlin, where are you at, dude? I can't wait all day. I hope that we're close to a point with Brawlers that we'll have enough people playing to where I can go live with the game and stream it and find one opponent after another in room 2 of those MMR, those ranked matchups. I hope we can get to that point. I still think Brawlers hides entirely too much stuff in his Discord. They did next to nothing to promote this tournament. Outside of Discord. I mean, there's information out there, but that weird fan fiction way would read kind of stuff with some of the character stuff on I don't get. But not everything's for me to get. I don't think they hung around? Okay. But I love the game. This is what frustrates me so much. This is one of the most fun games I've ever played. Full stop. With that human element, when you've got people to play against. But it's contingent on the game working properly, which has been a problem. I mean, hopefully now we're finally to the point where this thing's going to be functioning properly. And the others having people to play. A steady supply of people there in room 2. And I hope we can get to that point. Hopefully with mobile whenever that launches. I don't know. Okay, well, this is wonderful news. Mike's going to advance me onto the 9th and 10th place round. So I'll get a top 10 finish. All right. But again, so I'm going to go ahead and hit this abandon. We'll drop out of that. Because there's a certain vulnerability. That's the whole point I was trying to wind back around to. There's a certain vulnerability when you're live and you're relying on somebody else, whether it's people to play against or there's somebody that is supposed to be ready to go with their stream if you've got, people working together like a marathon kind of thing. I mean, any sort of broadcasting, there's a certain degree of vulnerability to it. And when I broadcast, when I live stream these games, I want them to look good. I want it to showcase games. If the game's not any good, then guess what? I'm just not going to play it. I mean, what skill is there in tearing down somebody else's bad game? Let's find the great stuff and have fun with it. And do things that were never possible before with live streaming. You couldn't do this stuff 15 years ago. You couldn't do this stuff 20 plus years ago when I started DraftKing.com. But you can now. All right, so I'll take on somebody in the 9th and 10th place game. It'll be either Faulkner, Buddha, Babacito, or a fourth person not on the list there, looking at the other side of the bracket. So we'll have at least one more, or I guess it will be one more, win or lose. So either 9th place or 10th place. So a top 10 finish. I was really hoping I could run the table, win this thing, get that Metaverse Championship to add to my collection, but not meant to be. And in many ways, I probably missed my window as far as getting that first place finish if these tournaments start to get larger and larger. But I don't know how that format's going to be for 2024. Can you believe that? 2024 is almost here. Time flies. Just thinking about the pandemic, and it's like coming up on 4 years. So I lost in the quarterfinal. At least I can pull back up. It looks like I'll have a few minutes before I'll find out who I face in that 9th or 9th/10th. It is the 9th place game. Winner gets 9th, loser gets 10th. So at least a top 10 finish for me. I mean, I already knew for sure I was going to be in the field of 32 for next month. That's spectacular. That end of the year thing, they've had a year to build to this. So it should be a lot of fun to see how that plays out. Let's go over the tournament tree, the very latest on that. Keep making sure I peek in to see if that 9th or 10th place game is going. So Krish is on to the quarterfinals, awaiting the winner between Biggie Brawler and Dark Magician. Mellow Jello is on to the semifinals. Congrats to Mellow Jello, who beat me and then beat Snappy. Jerdamic will face Deadly Diamond, or is probably right now facing Deadly Diamond. Also has Deadly Buddha, but the winner of that will face the winner between Blockchain Pain and Raj SZ. So we know one of the 4 semifinalists, the person who beat me, Mellow Jello, really good player. That wasn't false praise or build I was given. Talking about that earlier. If you ever want to go back and find a broadcast I've done here on Twitch, you can find almost all, at least from the last couple of years. Early days, I didn't know the trick with where you could highlight a broadcast and it would save the entire thing indefinitely, which it does. Anyway, you can go back and look at some of those from this past summer. I believe at least a couple of times. I know for sure once facing off with Mellow Jello. Also playing MMR matches, Mellow. So I say, oh no, it's Mellow. It's going to be a tough fight here. And I like a good challenge, good competition and all, but some players are just really good. And I've said this for a while. I had some early success in these tournaments, but I'm more a broadcaster than ultra high-end strategy player that live streams. It's a different thing in some ways. Biggie lost? Oh my goodness, what a win. That number 1 seed, I felt the pain last month with that, losing as the number 1 seed. I know Buddha's been in that spot as well, so the number 1 seed, Biggie Brawler, is out. Dark Magician 96, what a win. Biggie's really good. If you beat Biggie, you've really earned it. So Dark Magician taking on Krish. The winner between those two is going to be facing Mellow Jello in the semifinals. Bottom half of the bracket. You can see right there, Jerdamic against Deadly. And then Blockchain Pain against Raj SZ. Make sure I'm not missing anything here in the tournament chat Discord. Okay, so Buddha has defeated Faulkner in the losers bracket. Buddha awaits the winner between Babacito and Biggie. Oh, it's going to be a tough opponent for me between one of those 3, regardless. But I feel good that I've at least locked in a top 10 finish. So I'll finish in that top 10 prize range, but also, I wouldn't say momentum, but at least a top 10 finish to round out this 12th and final tournament of this best run. And we'll see what next month's going to entail. That end of the year tournament. That's a long build, and it's really cool to have us reach this point now where we're close to finding out who's going to be in the field. Hopefully I'll hold on to it. Right currently, I don't know, but coming into the day, I was number 2 overall as far as accrued points went. And that's, I suppose, is how they're going to seed the tournament. And I could be wrong on that. That's some supposition on my part. But it would make sense that you'd seed it as a 1 through 32 as far as the most points accrued to the fewest. Rexinator, how's it going? Hello. Yo. But keep in mind, I can chat with you and it's live, but if I say it now, you hear it 5 minutes later. It's a weird thing for me, especially because so much of my broadcasting as of late has been with Warsake and Blitz, where I don't use any sort of a delay. Different kind of thing with the communication. A little different. So I'm awaiting an opponent for the 9-10 game, as it were, the 9th place game. If I lose, I'll finish 10th. If I win, it's a 9th. So, and these are just best of 1 in the losers bracket. I'm going to slate back up for a moment, lest anybody be confused about what they're watching here. This is NashvilleLou Live. I'm your host, Lou Pickney. This is the Brawlers B.E.S.T tournament event. This November event's the 12 of 12. The last of these to build up to the one for it started in December of last year, so I'll go back December of 2022. The very first. Now here we are with the 12th. So it should be a lot of fun with that tournament coming up next month, whatever that massive end of the year tournament ends up being. Still awaiting an opponent. Or is this not updating for you? I'm giving you the scoops and maybe it's not. Oh. Maybe I did have it up. It's tough for me to see on this monitor right here because it's just small enough for this pop-up box where it's. Perhaps someday I'll find a better way to utilize this. But at the moment, at least I can show you the tournament bracket. It's better than it was when I started broadcasting these tournaments back in December of last year. Or things like how browser sources work in OBS Studio. I'm going to be off headset here for just like a couple of moments. Bring the slate back up. Okay, so, still awaiting an opponent. It annoys me, the NFL. It used to be the road team would wear a white jersey unless they're playing the Cowboys or something. Now it's like the Colts in blue against the Buccaneers, and they're wearing these like charcoal grays. Oh, it drives me crazy. It used to be you could tell just at a glance who the home team was. It's even worse with pro basketball, the NBA. Oh, it's like they're trying to actively repel me from the product. Anyway, so waiting an opponent here as far as the losers bracket, that 9th place game. It'd be either Buddha or Bubba Sitto, who was victorious over Biggie Brawler. I don't know who thinks that's a good idea with these jerseys. That what? Dark jersey versus dark jersey. But these things serve a purpose. It's like watching this like VHS quality recordings from the 1990s of high school football games that somehow have more legible numbers than the purported better stuff today. And that's just with the jersey designs. Like the intention to make these numbers hard to read. It's like, this is not an art project. I would love to have some of those uniform designers come sit next to me in a broadcast and help me identify some of these numbers. Oh, it's not so easy to read that gold on red. Now, is it? Oh, not so creative. No, is it? Meanwhile, the Titans, hey, up 10-0. Good. All right, let's see if the opponent's ready for me yet. Let's see. Okay, Buddha beat Bubba Sitto, so I'll be taking on Buddha in the 9th place game, it looks like. We'll get things matched up here in just a moment with, appears to be Buddha as my opponent for the 9th place game. Telling Buddha, ready if you are. All right. I've got a connect code from Buddha. So it's one fall to a finish in the losers bracket, and this is the 9th place game. This will be my last match of this particular tournament, win or lose. All right. I don't know if Buddha would flex here. Let's see, Buddha with the kicking ass swag version of Rusty. With the El Luchador version of Colt against a 1. I'm going in against that for sure. 1-5 would be a push. I'd beat anything lower. I'd lose to anything higher. Bet a 1. Bold, all right. Lucky me. Win with a pair of 3s. It's just 1 point of damage. My power meter is going to get a big boost. Jumps from a 1 to a 6. Winning with a 1 or a 3 played gets you an extra 2-point boost when you win around in Brawlers. 4 cards for Buddha off the fold, 3 for me. Let's do this the other way since I'm not going to actually play it. 4-2. Maybe scare off a 1 or a 3. Against a 5. Fold. Bet a 3, Buddha 5, showing 5-1 flex. 24-23. Buddha with a power meter of 4. Off the fold, I protected my power meter of 6. I've got 6 cards. 8-8. Against the 6. I'd love to reset that power meter. Bet a 1. Fold. All right, so I'll go ahead and fold, or Buddha will go ahead and fold there. 8-8. Deliver 6 points of damage. 23-18. My power meter gets a 1-point boost for the next round. Goes from a 6 to a 7. Buddha, by folding, gets an extra card. 5 cards Buddha, 4 cards me. Round 4. (4-2) against a 5. I'll fold. Bet a 3 Buddha with that 5 showing. 5-1 flex. Another flex from Buddha. 8 points of damage. Buddha takes an 18-15 lead. Winning with a 1-plate boost to power meter for Buddha from a 4 to a 7. So we're both at 5 cards. Both have a power meter of 7. Buddha leads 18-15. Three and 3 against the 6. I'll fold to get to 6 cards. Bet a 1 Buddha, 6 showing. Guessing it's not a flex. Six 8. So I'm down to 8 health points. Power meter moves to 8 for Buddha. So if I fold and Buddha doesn't, then that's the match. Off the fold, I'm at 6 cards. 5 cards for Buddha. Five 3 flex against a 6. Okay, this is probably where the fun time's in for me. So if I fold and Buddha doesn't, that's the match. If Buddha calls and it's not a flex, that's the match. Bet a 3. 6-7. That's going to do it. Buddha wins. Well, that's the match. Good game, Buddha. Victorious. Buddha gets the 9th place win. I'll have to settle for 10th, but it is a top 10 finish. So I'm happy about that part of it. And I'll be saying goodbye here in just a moment, but I do want to take one more look at the tournament tree. And so we'll do that now. As you can see, Dark Magician 96 taking on Mellow Jello. It was Mellow Jello who beat me in the round of 16. The winner between those two advances to the finals. We know the other half as well. Deadly Diamond, also known as Deadly Buddha, taking on Blockchain Pain. You got those two up there. Those two down here. Those are the two semifinal matchups. So that's the very latest as far as this tournament goes. For anyone wanting more information about Brawlers and next month's huge end-of-the-year tournament, be sure to check out the Tyranno Studios Discord page. All right, so this is where I'll go ahead and wrap it up for this broadcast. My next broadcast of NashvilleLou Live will be tomorrow 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1900 UTC. Live player versus player competition. Reaction from the big Black Friday weekend. The 15X loot. So we'll have that coming up on Monday. I'd love to broadcast some Brawlers sometime soon. The game, now that I'm finished for the day, I can say very happy with the game's functionality. Nothing locked up or froze up or any of that. So I'm happy about that. Now I just need people to play against. That doesn't mean me going to have to go to the Discord and type in there and ask for people. If we're having to resort to that at this point, then we got nothing. Let's be honest. But I think we've got so much potential because the game is so much fun. And once mobile's ready, I expect it to really take off as far as being much easier for some people at least to play. It drives me crazy that a queue kicks you out after 90 seconds. Keep constantly getting back in there. And it makes it tough to get new people on and playing because if they go through and they see an empty queue for a few times and they play Exhibition Bot, which is probably one of the worst things you can do, is like a live on stream play Exhibition Bot. It gives people a very warped idea of the game. Makes people think it's like a much more of a simple game than it really is as far as the depth that this has. There's something special with Brawlers. And while I'm very much impatient and wish months ago that things were ready, sometimes you have to be patient in life. So I end up with a top 10 finish in this B.E.S.T November 2023 tournament event. So for next month, I'm in there for sure. I knew that when the day started. Hope to have at least that number 2 seed or the second highest point total. Unless I somehow managed to eclipse who was in first. But I'm not going to get too caught up in that. But more just looking forward to the event. Should be a lot of fun. So back tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1900 UTC. I'll be with Warsaken Blitz here on NashvilleLou Live. All right, so that's going to do it for this broadcast of NashvilleLou Live. I'm your host, Lou Pickney. Thanks for watching. See you next time.